Down, say you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Oh, you got to stand up. For you. For you. Fight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
For you. Fight.
In person is so much more beautiful. Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's going on, everyone? It is Bunch of Bull and MetaZoo Keeper
Yo.
presents TCG News and Reviews. Tonight, we're doing an interview with my boy Ruckall from the ZardXchange. What's going on, my man?
How we doing, guys?
Pretty good.
Good. Yeah, I'm Ruckall. I'm from the ZardXchange on Whatnot. We've got our Discord. We've got a website as well, zardshop.com. You can check that out. Keep it simple there, so nothing too crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Coming in to hang out with you guys for the afternoon.
Yeah, nice. Thank you for joining us. So, what got you into MetaZoo?
Oh God! I walked into the local card shop one day. We were doing Pokemon and stumbled into UFO. They actually had UFO on the shelf, and It was something that we didn't really like. We were very heavy Pokemon. Like no other TCG could compare to Pokemon. There was no such thing as another TCG other than Pokemon. And if you tried to tell me anything otherwise, you were absolutely crazy. Like, I don't care what you had to say, get out of here with that nonsense, right? So yeah, exactly. So I'm going in there buying Pokemon. I honestly have no idea what I was going in to buy at the time. And we saw UFO booster boxes sitting on the shelf. I said, what the hell is this? He tells me MetaZoo, and I don't really know a lot about it, is what he says. You know, it's this new product.
Yeah.
And I think I got a recommendation from his son for, was it Flesh and Blood? I think it was Flesh and Blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, it's MetaZoo. I'll try it out. Let's see so we brought some boxes home. We tried it out.
Yeah.
And this was where we didn't really know anything. So we start opening this thing, and this is the classic. It's full hollow. Everything's full hollow. What is this? What is this craziness? Is this a God box?
Yeah.
Is this a God box? This is crazy.
Yeah.
So
was blessings.
so we opened it, and so UFO is really where we got to start. So we were literally streaming Pokemon at the time, and it was due to just a couple boxes that I decided to open just as personal domes. And in my private time, it was off stream. It wasn't even on stream.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost flat blasphemous that I bring it on stream at that point. You know, it's Pokemon. They'd be, what is this? Swill, get this out of here.
Yeah.
And you know, so we opened it off stream, and that's kind of what started it. And after I got the feel for kind of what we were looking at, what the hits were, we were like, well, let's do a MetaZoo stream.
Yeah.
And we haven't gone back.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
It's been like a year. I think I'm looking over at Lady Z right now. It's been about a year.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, I was
Next.
hooked.
Yeah.
But I started so late into it. Like, I didn't start messing with MetaZoo until, oh man, I want to say at Nightfall.
Yeah. Second set.
That's not too bad for a time frame though, starting.
That's almost everybody, to be honest, because
Yeah.
Cryptid Nation came out, everyone heard about it, and then FOMO got to have Nightfall, you know.
I was late to coming back into TCG. Like, I was collecting for a little while, and then I just fell out with working on the studio and everything. And then it kind of just like faded to the background. I kind of forgot that the TCG market existed until an Instagram post.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, gee, I can't believe I forgot this even existed. And then I got on Whatnot, and boom.
There it is. Yeah, I was lucky enough to see it after the Kickstarter was closed, but before first edition was sold. So second, it was June something. It was the end of summer, and local place in Greensburg had it. And it wasn't even a TCG shop. It was more of like a vintage shop. But he was into TCGs, and I can't remember his name. I wish I remember the name of it. But Anyway, he ordered a case and he sold me a box for $200, and it was the day after it came out, you know. And oh man, I sat.
And that was Nightfall.
No, Kryptonation first.
Oh, Kryptonation. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as it came out, you know, it was like the second day he got it, sold me the box, $200, which I knew would be a steal, even though, you know, it was like double the money. I think there were 100 originally. You know, I think they're 100. I don't think they're 140 originally. I think they're 100 or something like that, or 90. I don't know, but yeah.
By the time I came in, they were like 7.
Quiet, because you never talk into the mic.
No, yeah.
He be sitting 10 feet back.
I pulled it up this time. I seen it work. Everything sold me, and then the metaverse, watching them. Grew out of it. I just didn't like the way it played anymore. I just got stuck in vintage. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
What I'm curious about though is what got you into doing Whatnot?
God, what was that? It was somebody I bought from one day on eBay, I want to say. And I bought a Pokemon card from him, I think. And he said, "Have you ever heard of Whatnot?" And that was my introduction. And I said, "No, I've never heard of this thing," right? And I'm just, what is this? What is this nonsense? Whatnot? What could this possibly be? So I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And I kind of thought about it for a minute, and then I finally downloaded it. I'll check it out, see what it is. And I started watching the app, and I'd never done anything like this. I'd done some streaming, like I'd done a little bit of Twitch streaming, nothing too crazy. But was like, well, I'll watch some streams, kind of see what it's about, see what they're doing, see how I can model something based off of what I'm watching and that I feel good about and comfortable with. And then see what we can do.
Yeah.
I'm not, it's not like we had unlimited funds. It's not like we had, some credit like line that was crazy. It's us out of our garage and what bankroll that we had. So like when we first started this, it was I could buy a case of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And that was my purchase. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a starting point, right? That was a great starting point. Mm-hmm. But I would buy a case of like Japanese Pokemon. And then what we're looking at today is over this last year and a half, through this journey of Whatnot that started with this random message that I bought a card from a guy on eBay. Now we've evolved it into we've got somewhere 120 plus Hello Kitty boxes coming in.
Wow.
We've got cases and cases of Legacy coming in. We've got cases of, I think, over 10 cases now of Sorcery coming in beta. So it's this thing that's built over time, and let's be honest, courtesy of the MetaZoo community, predominantly. Not even Pokemon. It's been predominantly the MetaZoo community that's allowed us to do this and grow this stream into what it is, and allow us to buy more than one case, and then we're out.
Well, I mean, yeah, the MetaZoo community kind of like thrived heavy with Whatnot or other ways of getting to another venue of getting it, because it was just so much that, and it became cheaper.
Yeah,
of
course.
You know what I mean? In a lot of ways, it was cheaper to come on Whatnot and get things than to try to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially as a player, if you want to get some cards to play with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a great place to find deals, to get cards that. Think of the exposure too. If you think about just that, it's literally like having a con online all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're constantly getting that exposure.
It took me a really long time to download Whatnot. Even after I met him, he would every day be hassling me, like showing me. He'd be on Whatnot. I'd just be like looking over at him, watching him watch it, Whatnot, not even really
Back in
understanding.
the bounty days,
You know
I'd be showing him like, look what I just won for $7.
Yeah, finally I got so sick of being like, where'd you get that? Whatnot.
Yep.
Where'd you get that? Whatnot. I'm like, and then just exactly like I knew the second I got Whatnot, I'm in the shower on Whatnot. I'm driving down the road on Whatnot. Like,
you can't miss that deal. You can't miss that deal.
There's nights my wife gets upset because I'll I'll have a stream on and I've been watching and I don't want to miss something. So like I'll lay it on my nightstand, just real low volume, and then I'll try to go to sleep, just like in case I hear something, I can jump up and grab it.
Just in case. I know it's crazy. It's a wonderful app. If you use it responsibly and well, I mean, it can be a great place to pick up deals, steals. And also I'll say this, when it comes to like sealed products, like everybody knows they can go and you guys can go on eBay and you can buy it for cheaper.
Yep.
Like you guys know that. I know you guys know that. Come on now. Who are we kidding?
Fun. It's the community. It's
the community. It's open it with the homies. Everybody's around. Everybody's seeing. Everybody's celebrating with you when you get that pull out that new set. Everybody's there.
Yep.
A lot of people do it mostly, and I look at it as a good thing. Is like they do it for the clout.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Like when you pull that banger and everybody sees it, and now it's like you throw that thing up in the Discord, it's like, oh damn, like now you're known. Like even if it's just for that one card, like now you're known.
Yep. You're going in streams and people are like, oh, I saw that poll from the other night, and you're like, what? What? How did you even know?
Yeah, and people love that, man. They chase it.
Yeah. No, it's great. The community is wonderful. I think that is a big part of it, is ripping it in front of everybody, having everybody see that big pull that you got, celebrating it. Like it adds to this. It is an experience, and then
absolutely
the only downside is you have to wait for the shipment. So as long as it's quick,
Yeah. When the MetaZoo disclosure pages came out, the new UFO cards went to town. Every single stream there was, I was on it. Had to get at least one, and then someone pull UFO. I'm like, all right, let me get two.
I still can't believe I pulled two UFOs.
Yes, he was so lucky. He pulled one. I'm giving him so much crap. I'm missing that. I'm like, you lucky dog, and then boom, another one. I'm like, you got a play set. I like almost threw up. I got one. I was real lucky. I got one, but I
had to buy mine. I just had to flat out buy mine.
Yeah, I still am holding off, but I am gonna buy my second for a play set.
Yeah.
It's like a normal set, like any base set of any trading card. I'll never pull anything worth anything. But the second that it's like a specialty set or something, I somehow end up pulling like one of the rarest cards just off some humbug. And I'm like, like I appreciate the luck, but why can't I just have it like kind of all the time? Why is it got to be once every 10 months?
So what you're telling me is the next time I buy Hero Quest, I just need to send it to you and have you rip it.
Yes.
For that Mothman. That's what you're saying. Okay.
That's like those Cannabeast Denver Collecticons. There was only, I think they said it was like 5 of them or something that was embossed on accident. I pulled 2 of them, and they were like 2 of the rarer ones.
Oh, that they stamped through or something on it. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, those are pretty rare.
Yeah,
it's kind of like my Hero Quest 2.0, my double prints that I have. I have a couple double prints off of that from the YouTube stamped ones.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
So you get the
I have one double printed from the Target Wilderness blister pack. I have an old winner with Night Marchers in the background.
Oh, nice. That's
sick.
A good one. That's a good one.
It's on the MetaZoo HQ website of the airs with all the.
Oh, I like it.
Nothing like the Prismora with the explosive rabbit in the middle.
That is such a good one.
Yeah,
we
were at Dark Tower. We were playing Cryptid Clash, and there was a guy coming over talking to the guy I was playing with, and I don't know any of them, but everyone's having a great time talking, and he's saying, I offered the guy who has that card $10,000, he wouldn't take it. So, wow. for that.
What do you guys think of Cryptid Clash? How you guys liking it?
Yeah, we played it at Dark Tower.
Yeah, well, you played it. I just kicked it and watched.
Oh, I just assumed you played it at one point. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, but I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's going to be an awesome, an awesome app.
I'm gonna live on it for
I
a
think
while.
it's hilarious that it's right in the middle of them playing the game, and he finds the one bug that they didn't fix yet.
Yeah,
he's blocking and attacking with Terra.
No,
or no, it wasn't Terra, it was Aura.
He went to attack me with a Chessie, and I have radioactive hornets, and I have options to defend with. However, I had like 5 hornets, and I picked the Aura, and I tapped the Aura, and I defended with the Aura. He was like, "Whoops!"
Oh, so
what's happened?
You're like already banned before they even released the game for exploiting.
He's like, "You need to get out.
You just need to leave."
No, what's his name? Bats. He was super cool.
Yeah.
He just said, "Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen." I was like, "Man, it let me."
That's something we'll have to fix.
Why I even thought to pick the Aura as an option, and it let me. I was like, sick.
But hey, at least you're kind of aiding in the debugging, because that's why they did it.
Yeah, I'm not hating at all. It was funny, But very excited. When we played, they didn't have any of the animation, like lightning bolts and fog, and I can only imagine once the animation gets cooking, what they could have going, So with other online mobile TCG games, I'm sure they could have it like some good visual art, effects.
Yeah, I didn't get to see any footage from like any of the collecticons or anything that happened post
I've seen a few
that
on YouTube.
So like I can only imagine how the game progressed from when we seen it at Dark Tower, which was kind of like its unveiling, to where it is now, because they updated the beta every time.
Yeah, everyone said that it's a lot better compared to Dark Tower from what it was just Houston,
awesome.
Right?
Yeah,
they said it was a lot better. Love to have tried it, but
you guys got signed up for the beta, right?
Yep,
I did. Yes, I didn't get accepted, but I definitely signed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, did they already accept? Did they already send out lists of people that got accepted?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I assume that whoever doesn't get accepted would still probably get a reply, just like for like a Towers event. If you sign up, they'll still say, sorry you didn't make it.
Yeah.
Or just ghost you. I don't know. I signed up to be a war playtester, and I never got anything back, so I got ghosted on that. But I made content, so
there you go.
Just for fun. You can't be a content creator and a playtester. They don't let you post things. So
that's right. Yeah. One or the other.
So I just signed up just to sign up. I was like,
okay. All right. Yeah.
Be cool just to get accepted, and then be like, nah, never mind. I want to keep posting gameplay footage. It's so much fun.
Yeah. No, I'm hoping I get accepted in the beta. I'd like to start learning there, and plus that'll be a good time for them to work out all the bugs and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what's to come of it. I think that's where you're going to see a lot more players get involved, because the way I kind of view it is like when you look at the big picture. Like here's one of my big rules. Social anxiety, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to go look like an idiot in front of a bunch of people at a tournament. Oh, and spend thousands of dollars to get there. How dumb do I look now?
Yeah.
Right. So I want to learn how to play from the comfort of my home, behind my computer screen, where I feel comfortable and good. And where if I lose, okay, start the next game. No big deal. Yeah. And that's a big part of it for me and then once I'm comfortable, okay, maybe then I go play in person. I think that's going to help a lot of people get over that hurdle and get over that hump into actually going to some of the towers, because I think the towers are I think that's fantastic. MetaZoo's put together these towers. Now, can we just see them all actually happen? That'd be wonderful. And it does seem like they're trying to get things together, like with the move of handoff to Andy, Mike focusing on creative, Mike or Andy maybe, I don't know Andy's strengths, what that's going to bring to the table, but maybe that's going to help clear some of the logistical path of things, that we've seen get in the way of some, well, let's face it, releases and towers. So because the towers are great for one, the secondary market. Okay. Secondary market flourishes when those towers come around.
Absolutely. Oh. Got to have this card. Got to have that card.
Yep. You see, depending on the card, you'll see it double, triple in price even. It's crazy.
Ultima
so they're fan.
Water Tower.
Yep.
250
Yep.
selling.
Yep.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Now they're 20.
Yeah, right.
Now they're 20. You know what I mean?
I was opening fan art blisters for the longest time because I'm just printing money essentially at that. I'm like, dude, this is easy. So
I bought one just for that reason during Water Tower. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. So yeah, what those towers do for the actual secondary market, it's fantastic what they do for it. And then you take on top of it, how about the prize that the prizes that you walk away with when you win? That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
And the participating things that you get along with it. I haven't even participated, but I know some of the things that they're getting. When you make top 32, I think you get special promos and playmats even.
Yeah.
16s, 8s, 4. I'm all the way to the top.
8, 16.
That
32.
is one thing that I can say about MetaZoo that like I am really impressed about from the time that I started messing with it till present, is that they really take care of their competitors in the sense of like, you're going to spend all this money to get here because a lot of people are going to come from Cali or Texas or, wherever.
Far.
You're going to make your money. Like you're going to, as long as you do well, you're going to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
During towers, I went to Dark Tower and throughout the matches, they would just set the promos down next to you as you were playing. It was awesome, caster stamped and everything, the auras, the promos. But
yeah, I didn't play, but I'm outside swindling with people, getting all the promos.
Yeah, I play. He doesn't.
Hustling
with just as many promos as I have. How that happened?
Hey man, it is what it is, right?
He did such a good job.
One thing I'm thankful for.
He's just playing a different game is all.
Yeah, I got the gift of gab. I'll talk you out your socks.
I'm in there playing the tournament. I walk out in between my matches, what's up, Jesse? He's like, oh, you have another one. You're only one more away. Good job.
I still don't know how minutes. I ended up with 2 of the Point Pleasant Terras, and I'm walking away, and dude's like, oh, you got 2 of those? I was like, yeah, you want to trade? Ended up getting the Mothman.
Oh, nice. They've been coming out with some great promos for the towers, for some of the cons. Did you see the Sam Sinclair that just came out? The Dallas?
I need to start collecting all of the Sam Sinclair business card style ones.
Yeah. The last one, I think they said the last Sam promo was at CryptidCon.
Yeah, this one, it's like a cosmic one, correct? He's wearing like a farmer suit, I think.
I think so.
Suit.
Yeah.
Overalls and flannel.
Yep. Yeah, so I got to get that one now. So I've got a couple more I've got to track down. But
wonder if that has to do with anything with the story as far as the lore goes, if that's the last card. Or is that just because, wonder if that's just because they're just not doing it. You know what I mean?
Probably just don't want to keep doing the same thing because it's, at some point it's going to get old. And it's going to be like a full set to collect itself. And then it's going to be which one is the rarest Sam Sinclair of all of the Sam Sinclairs.
One with the suit and the Mothman. I mean, come on.
Well, as of now, but what about if another big event come up?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's probably best to like cut your losses on running the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you said you got some Legacy, huh? I'm very, very, very excited for Legacy and fan art.
I think Legacy is going to get, I think it was a little bit slept on for what it was touted to be. I think people were kind of like, okay, it's a third edition now. Come on. Right. I think that's what a lot of people were like in their head. Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought it was CN3 pretty much.
Yeah, no, I've seen through that.
I think it's going to surprise a lot of people because of that. I think we're going to see some repeats.
Of course.
But I think there's going to be things that are in there that people are going to be like, oh, how did I sleep on this? Why did I sleep on this? What was I thinking?
These are the moments Zard takes my money.
Exactly.
You got to think the new reverse hollows are going to be in that.
Yep.
So they're going to be they're said to be more like the Pokemon Legendary Collection. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm curious to I'm curious to see how that turns out. But that could be very, very nice. So Legacy, we've got the Hello Kitty coming up. I'm still waiting on. I haven't got any shipping on that yet, but it should be soon. I would probably expect this week I'll have shipping on it.
All right, I got a question for you about the Hello Kitty stuff. Do you think that, I know it's going to be hard because it's a Sanrio collab, but do you think that they're going to do like some type of Hello Kitty tower at some point because it's such a major thing?
Maybe I don't think Hello Kitty specific, but I think based off of what I'm hearing, some of the new cards are potentially pretty playable and potentially dominant. So we could see, maybe it's not a Hello Kitty themed tower, but we could see the meta at the tower being Hello Kitty.
Yeah, I was thinking like a possible like chibi tower style thing.
Yeah, a chibi tower, that would be funny if you want to be more specific.
All chibi cards,
only a chibi, yeah.
This set's going to have more chibis in them. Okay, so then you're going to have, and then they have said in their roadmap that they had out for a while. Obviously, that's the roadmap's gone.
Yeah.
But the roadmap that I saw had a chibi set, an actual chibi set.
Oh, you're right. I forgot all about that. I did hear about
that. Yeah, what if they put together, you could only use chibi cards for a specific, like, okay, that could be kind of cool. If they had enough sustainable cards to do that, that could be kind of fun.
Yeah, because I started thinking, since it's a Sanrio collab, if they did be cool with it and was like, yeah, we'll help you put this tower together, imagine like the backing they could have on that. Like, it would be amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying to leverage the Sanrio side of things into a tower to bring more eyes into it. Yeah, potentially.
Did you see some of the?
It's possible. No, not really. I've pretty much tried to stay. I haven't seen too many of the spoilers unless they end up in my face. I'll say that.
Yeah. I spent some time on MetaZoo HQ, and Cutthroat. He has not all of them. I think there's like 20 out of the set, maybe like half or 17 or something. There's some good ones. I mean, there's good characters like Chibi Sam, Chibi Rose, Chibi Adam. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think there's cool. The couple that I've seen, it seems like there's even some good combos, like of a couple people in cards. What was the one that I saw? There's a Grim and Frogman in one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it does, but yes.
Yeah. So I think there could be some good mashups throughout the set too, like that, where you might see even Hello Kitty mixed in with Mothman in a card.
Well, like you were saying earlier about the I don't even know the characters' names, but like Bats is the one, and then Kurami. Yeah, Kurami. Yeah. How they were so good for the first set that came out, right? I lost 2 games at Dark Tower
because of Bats.
2 to Bats and Kuramis, specifically.
Wow.
Kitty cards. So yes, they're very strong. So I could totally see even this set being 70% its own spellbook.
Yeah, here's a sad thing.
They just add in a couple and it's like boom, here we go.
Right before we leave for Dark Tower, I look at him and I go, remember, bro, I have almost every card known to man, like aside from the really, really rare ones that probably aren't playable anyway. I'm like, is there anything you need before we go? No, I'm good. Double check my deck. We get there.
My deck,
he's like,
famous last words.
Yeah, I should have had those cards.
I don't know.
It happens every time.
Yeah, I wasn't, super excited about the idea of Hello Kitty. You know what I mean? And I didn't. I slept on them being so powerful and strong and invisible and this and that. 80 LP, 80 attack, all that. I was like, now I need it. I'll never do it again though.
What the set brings though, we'll see what all combos the sets bring, how it brings balance to everything, because there might be some things in that are just gonna completely change things up on everybody. So it should be a fun rip.
This is going to be a huge balance adjuster. Like, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to change up with this.
And they've teased SRs as well.
Yeah,
more SRs, so more SR chases.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Wonder what it would be in this set.
I don't know. I know that's the only thing that's been kind of like that. That's as a collector, because I don't play a whole lot. So, like, as a collector, the only thing that keeps me from buying a lot of MetaZoo is that if I buy a booster box, aside from that 1 in a bajillion chance I pull a green man or an old scratch. There's nothing in there that I'm gonna like, oh, okay, if I get this graded and it's a 10, I'm making X amount of money that I can put it back and it's gonna be worth more later. It's like I already have all these cards, and not to say it's not cool cards, it's just I don't have a lot to chase for as a collector.
Yeah. Oh no, it makes perfect sense. Like a lot of the sets as a collector, they're especially with how heavy they were printed. UFO Wilderness, looking at you. You know, with how heavy they're printed, they may never carry value. I mean, honestly, they may never carry value.
Well, I mean, there's Prismors, you know.
Those will be.
Unless they want more, you know, which they shouldn't. They said they're not, you know. So the Prism, they're getting a lot cheaper. I seen one for $32 shipped. I didn't buy it, but I almost got one for Griff, but I didn't.
Yeah,
for $32. I was like, that card should still be $100.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. I don't understand how it's less than $100.
I go crazy on mini sets and specialty sets, but the base sets, I mess with them a little bit when they first come out, and after that, it's like, all right, I'll just buy the card I need if I need something.
Right. I felt Native was the first time I was able to rip a set release, and it felt healthy as you ripped it, and even on the secondary, it felt healthy. You could. I actually did at one point. I did a little. I think I dropped it in the Discord. It was a side-by-side comparison because there's a lot of people who naysay, and I was one of them as a Pokemon lover, who will, MetaZoo, that's, this is crap. MetaZoo's such crap. There's no value in that. Or they'll see prices falling, but they're blind to their own TCG's prices falling as well. It's crazy. Yeah, and the economy itself, let's face it. So you've got MetaZoo, and I took Native alone, right? And this is my comparison. And I said, if you're wanting to look, here's the most recent set from MetaZoo, Native. And it's been out at this point that I took the comparison. It was like 6 months after release. So it's been out for a minute, right? It's had some stabilization time. It's had time to where, okay, we're not riding the high off the initial release anymore. It's died down a fair bit. So I took the top 8 valued cards out of that set. All 8 were at $30 and above. And then when it took Pokemon, it took me 3 Pokemon sets, 3 of the most recent Pokemon sets to compile 8 cards valuing $30 or more.
Yeah.
More often than not, when I ripped a Native box, I could take every hit from that box. And I'm not talking the little guys. I'm talking the hits, the Native 19s only. And I can probably pay for that box that I just bought.
Yeah.
When I was ripping Pokemon, I could never do that.
Yeah, unless you hit the one big one, surprisingly.
And you got lucky if you did.
Yeah.
like a gold card, yeah.
So there's tons for the people who are like ripping MetaZoo as a collector. Collectors big time. It's a secondary market. They want to see a healthy secondary market. So for them, they'll see missteps in things like UFO, right? Wilderness. They'll see those missteps. We saw our little seance snafu with our mapping.
Yeah.
Okay. But we got it all out of our system, right? We got all the bullshit out the system, right? Yeah. We got it out the system. And they got it on track. They got the mapping taken care of. There's no more mapping. They got print runs under control. It actually looks like Native is drying up at this point. And it looks like we're like basically turning to whoever's left on eBay.
Yeah, with the fusion auras in Native, people are going to be opening them up, just like Wilderness was in the beginning with.
That's what I was going to say. Is like from here on out, as far as the sets that they do fusion auras in, there's going to definitely be a more healthy secondary market because it's not just one rare aura. Now there's like a set of rare auras.
You need 2 of each.
And I don't. You guys might remember too. They said I think War is not going to have fusions.
No, they said
so
7 Cs water.
Yeah. So if we think about that time frame, look how long it's going to be until we see another fusion aura.
Yeah,
over a year. Sure.
They're gonna get expensive, I think, before we come around to it.
And
Yeah,
that'll
potentially.
a year might be for pre-orders.
Yeah.
In hand.
2027.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In hands coming soon.
Well,
better soon.
Let's say War comes out next year, 2024. Then Yokai, you could say one more year, 2025. So yeah, it's gonna be a while.
So there could be some value in those fusions, as people are pulling them and selling them for $30. I start to think about that and go, yeah, no, man.
Want to hear something wild? On eBay, I bid on a what's it called? The quartz, the Earth Light. Just bid $15. No one bid on it. I forgot about it for 10 days, and I won it for $15. But it was a big box, a Target from the blister box.
Okay. Okay.
But I thought he'd immediately cancel it. Be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Just went ahead and honored.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Love
did.
to see that. Love to see that.
Yeah. Shout out to that guy. But that was an anomaly. I think he just didn't know better. I'm assuming. I don't know how else that would happen.
I'm surprised no one else snuck up and tried to bid also.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't understand. It's Earth Light. Earth, it's broken. It's the best.
Was it one of those like middle of the night, like 2 a.m., nobody's awake and it just snuck by?
No, I bid on it. Was early. It had like 10, 12 days or 14 days or whatever, like a full run. And I bid on it, $15. And then that was it. I just forgot about it. Never looked at it again. Never checked what I'm bidding on again. And then I got the notification. I'm like, paying now.
Like, sweet.
Right now.
This is great.
Yeah. Yeah. Send a message. Thank you. Sick.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Just hopefully it was some guy that bought all of them, trying to make money and then just listed it and didn't know,
That reminds me. I want to open that Hero Quest blister.
Oh, yeah. Go get it. Sick.
Oh, you got one. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. We opened two CN2 booster boxes the other day just for the box toppers who's trying to get a blue ink, but no luck.
No luck?
Yeah.
Damn it.
And then he was like,
I think I was 60 or 70 toppers in.
Okay.
To get it.
Yeah. And now you only have one?
Only have one.
Okay. At a Dark Tower, there was 2 people, I believe, that had red ink played them. I just couldn't believe that.
I saw that. I actually saw pictures of that. I was like, what kind of psychopath does that?
Yeah. After hearing it, I really wish I could have got to see it in person, but I didn't have the luck. And who would even to go up and ask?
Right.
Just to see it in person and be like, hey, can I get a picture with your card? Hold it up by my face.
Well, none of the you saw the Caster Society stream where they pulled 2 red inks?
Yep, same.
I'm so sad that I didn't get on.
Case, right?
I bought boxes from them. No red inks. Well, we have one topper left. We have one left right here that I just opened last stream.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just sitting there waiting.
Yeah, I'd love to know how many boxes are left. There it is.
Oh.
I can't imagine how many boxes are left. All right,
yeah, we did ship. Oh, we did. She said, Lady Z reminded me, shipped one out sealed. Actually, so there's one up there sealed still. Could have a red ink in it. What we get?
Stop the World full hollow.
Oh, Stop the World full hollow. That was a good one. I remember that being good for
Goth Holly full hollow.
Nice.
Dang.
Webby reverse. Non-hollow Zeri and a reverse Whistle Raver backpack.
Actually, it wasn't a bad pack.
No, not at all.
That Stop the World.
Yeah, and it was the YouTube one.
Yeah, Stop the World and Goth Holly. Those are 2 good pulls.
Yep. Stop the World. I want to use it with a burning effigy deck. So you have your effigies, burn them out, take another.
I'd heard that was a good playable card.
Yeah. That mix it in with the 4th of July. It lets you take another turn. So it's like 3 turns of you could just burn someone with burning effigies.
See, I'm not up on the gameplay. Like I'm still more on the collector side, but for me, I'll start to identify based off. I can see it in the sales. I'll see it. I'll have cards up on my site, right? And then all of a sudden I'll see a spike on something. I'm like, what's going on here? Is our tower coming up?
Yeah. How many chibi parades have you sold lately? Because those are the new card coming with the chibi set. They let you, I do believe they let you pull 5 chibis from your spell book into your hand. So that's pretty.
I put those up forever ago, and they were already sold ages ago before this recent spike of chibis happened. I was like, no.
$1.50.
Yeah, they were so cheap back then too. I was like, oh man, that's okay. It's okay. You can't win them all.
Well, that was
We're
before
gonna
the
have to
chibi
go through all of my
carnival
cards.
came through.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll
I have
through
2 of
and
them. I have a
find
play
them.
set. I'm set.
I probably have a billion around here.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I only opened 2 boxes of Valentine's, and I got a lot of good cards out of it.
Yeah, I got a good bit of Valentine's. I think at one point I was finding them so cheap on eBay. I think I had bought like 10 or 12 boxes.
The Christmas boxes just for New Year's New Beginnings.
Yeah,
I got real lucky.
Those a lot.
Like 8 of them.
We forgot about fan art.
Yeah, fan art too.
That's shipping apparently. That's literally shipping like this week apparently is what I'm hearing.
I heard a rumor on Discord that it was in the warehouse or whatever, but that wasn't from anybody.
Oh, no, they've had it on hand. I know that. I've heard it. But what I'm hearing is it's shipping this next week.
I would be.
We'll see.
I'm running a worm deck, and I really need that new Mongolian worm, death worm. So
I'm excited to see it.
Cannot wait.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah,
very excited.
Yeah, definitely ordered. I definitely ordered some off MetaZoo. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
Anything they've had out, I've ordered, no matter, despite shipping issues. I still have done it.
They continue to get my money every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I grabbed 3 boxes of the SCP.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah. I'm gonna open 2, keep 1 sealed.
I can say as of today I've bought 0, but that is by design. That is not I am not buying MetaZoo. No, of course I'm buying MetaZoo. I'm going to buy a ridiculous amount of MetaZoo. No, I'm just waiting for Distro to open up. Distro hasn't gotten access to it yet. So as soon as that happens, that's when I'll be able to buy it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was shocked. It's been like 3 days, and it's still up for sale. But I guess I heard from Cutthroat that was just so non-MetaZoo players had time to try to buy some, which makes sense because we'll just jump right on it, gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, totally.
And I think a lot of the mentality too. I would almost venture to guess. I'm not going to say sales are dramatically soft or anything like that, but I think they're dramatically softer through the MetaZoo site directly for a few reasons.
Obvious ones.
Obvious ones. One is, a lot of times you can go out there and the partners will have access to it too. And they'll be able to give you a little deal or shipping deal or something like that. So you get a little better price. Mm-hmm. But I do think the sales are just softer there because the mentality I keep hearing is, listen, I don't want to give MetaZoo any more money on pre-orders. I know Ruck's going to get it. So I'm just going to buy it from him when he has it. And people are, and they're like, I'm game for that. If that's the way that we want to do it, it makes sense to me because, okay, if the stressor in your life is you're not getting your stuff on time, just remove that stressor, stop pre-ordering. And if you're still going to be able to get it at a reasonable price you'll be happy with, then don't carry that burden. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, MetaZoo's still getting their money.
They are. Yeah. Everybody's still getting their money. Everybody's still going to get their product. It has been a little bit frustrating for a lot of people. And the communication piece, I've said all along, communication could have solved a lot of things. Clear, honest, open communication. I've never found there to be too much wrong with that. It has got a few people in trouble here and there, but let's face it. I can actually speak to one game developer. When you look at No Man's Sky, No Man's Sky was horrible about overpromising, under-delivering, never delivering, right? And then they released a trash game, and then what they do? They stopped talking. They stopped talking to the media. They stopped talking to everybody. They stonewalled everybody.
Yeah.
But what did they do? They put all their focus into their game and they fixed it. Let the results speak for themselves. Yeah. So, with the lack of communication that we were all screaming, we want communication. If it was in the realm of listen, guys, we're not communicating because we're working on what we need to focus on. And talking to you guys isn't going to fix the problem at hand.
Yeah.
So if that's what was going on, cool. I get it. So yeah, some of the slowdown, I think they may see a little bit of slowdown on the sales on the site, and maybe that's potentially why they leave it up a little bit longer as well.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing everything's going to distro these days now. Nothing is partner only.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll make a lot of people happy.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. All the LCSs, LGSs, they're all going to get it on the same date as everybody else. There's no unfair advantage.
Yeah, because I'm sure that would make the LGS situation much happier for all the owners and wanting to continue to get their product.
Yeah. So I think all positive steps are happening, and nothing changes overnight. So some of the things that have happened will take some time to fix, but at the end of the day, I see next year being more positive, more good things. We'll see more improvements.
Yeah.
I expect a lot from next year. I think it's gonna be a good year.
Yeah, I feel like the new year's is probably gonna like refresh a lot of things, and because it definitely is going to take time for this whole transition of Andy and Mike and how they're both handling their new roles in a sense. And I think a lot of people were expecting, as soon as it was announced in Discord, that like magically some switch in the factory was going to be flipped, and now the machines run 10 times faster or something.
Yeah.
They're on airplanes, so they got it. They got their mail service connect.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, right.
You can have a drone over your house in 12 hours.
I figure, sometimes we sit on the phone for a couple hours for customer service. I imagine Andy's dealing with a lot more, trying to find reliable situations to solve this.
Yeah. And one thing I do like about the MetaZoo community is their ability to identify and while I don't want to be a community of complainers, right? Because we as people have the ability to find a way to complain about anything if we want to, right? If we want to, we'll find a way. While I don't want us to, like, the MetaZoo community ever to become something like that, I do appreciate how candid they are with their feedback and things they like or don't like, or behaviors they like or don't like. Because as long as it's being listened to,
easy to please. They're telling you what we like and don't like. Yeah.
It seems so.
Yeah.
So, and they're not just being everything they do is just great and it doesn't matter what they do, because that's crazy. That's how you end up with Madden every year. That's how you end up with the copy paste Madden every year. Sorry if anybody likes Madden, but
I get the
it is what it is.
For Ultimate Teams at this point.
But you know what I'm talking about. That's how you end up with that, is just the fans year after year saying, "Oh, this is great. This is fantastic." Well, I literally remember a time starting up the next year and they still had the old previous year's banners in the rafters. I'm going, dear God, we couldn't even get those. Like, guys, what are we doing here? Are we even trying? So I look at that kind of stuff and I go, okay, so it's good that our eyes are open. We have an expectation from our TCG that we love, and it comes from a place of loving that TCG. So I think as a whole, the community is great.
Yeah.
We have good feedback. Sometimes we're a little bit, we get it. We heard it, guys. We heard it, for crying out loud. Forget it. We're late. We know.
Yeah.
So, no, it's good, though. We're all going to get our product. I keep saying it in stream. We're all going to get our product, and we're all going to shut up.
Yep.
And then as soon as we get it, we're going to be so happy. Oh, this is awesome.
That's it. It's going to be, this is fantastic. Sunshine and rainbows. And it's all.
And they're going to go back and delete all their videos.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious to see in the Discord or like in anywhere. Like the same place that they just kind of complained will be the same place they start posting their hits.
Yep, praise.
And it'll be a day apart from each other.
Yep.
And you're going to see streamers back on Whatnot that you haven't seen in ages that left because they hated MetaZoo or didn't like MetaZoo. They're going to be back streaming MetaZoo.
Yep.
Same deal. It's all over. It's, but hey, we'll take it. And if they come back and they love it and they've found love in it again, that's awesome. We bring them back in, right? Because that's what you do. That's how you grow. That's how you grow the game.
I was already prepared for like how MetaZoo is about the pre-orders, because I order a lot of custom clothing off of artists. So it's like, sometimes they take a little longer than normal, and I'm just used to that already. So when people started saying stuff about, oh, this is going to take forever, or who knows when I'll get it, I'm like, bro, to me, it's part of the game. When you're ordering something and it's a pre-order, there might be a bump in the road.
Especially with a new company.
Yeah, I think too with MetaZoo is very unique when you look at it as a TCG, because you have TCGs. Every TCG has mechanics and all this stuff, right? MetaZoo has this very unique thing that I've found different, and it's very obvious. They have a natural lore that's built into the game already.
Yeah.
They have a way that they could put it in your area, and you live probably around some sort of cryptid that you could probably open that box and find, oh, here he is. Here's that cryptid that we live right around. This is great.
They already got
and you have a connection now.
Yep.
There's a different connection there than I go back to Pokemon, and they've hit a new generation, and I look at there's some golden Pringle can on there now, and I'm like, guys, come on now, come on. But there's zero connection.
Yeah.
I can see a new beastie and have an immediate connection, knowing it's an actual beastie from somewhere, some locale, whatever country we're going to be at for that generation of MetaZoo.
Yeah.
And that's going to be something I can look up on Google and learn about.
Yeah.
And it has a history within their culture. And I think that's great. I think it's fantastic.
And not only that, they took Dark Tower right to the Mothman Festival.
Yeah, I love
it. Right there. Right then.
Yeah, I mean, Water Tower.
Frogman Festival.
Frogman.
Yep. How good of a combination is that to be able to pull that off? To take a whole world of people who love Mothman, and then a whole world of people who love this card game and like cryptids, and just bam, threw them together.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They said they brought. It was man, what did they say? It was
too many.
Triple, it was either triple or quadruple the people of like the year prior, and the year prior was triple of what normally they got, because that was MetaZoo's first year of being there.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure they'll be able to have it at the actual towns too much longer, because the towns might actually be too small to even accomplish what they're going for.
The main road,
and they're bringing that town so much money. Like that town probably loves them right now.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
In town, they
these people
quadrupled their income in a day.
These people's grandkids are getting like BMWs and Benzes for Christmas this year.
Well, I didn't know I loved Mothman as much as I did until a year ago.
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden I'm a Mothman fan. Loveland Frog. I love Loveland Frogman. He's my boy.
Yeah, he's
Froggy boy.
Yeah,
Froggy boy.
She
just said Slide Rock. She's not wrong. Slide Rock is my boy.
Mine's Indrid. Indrid Cole.
Indrid's a good one. Indrid's a good one.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see, I think, SCP based off of just a little bit of what we can see.
Well, how big is the set? They said it's huge. 40. The amount of that's just what's coming out.
That's the set. Yeah, I want to say it looks like maybe 3 drops possibly. So maybe you're looking at 120, 40, 150 cards maybe in the set. Yeah. So it'd be by the time it's done, maybe a full size set.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
This first one's around 40.
Yeah, but I mean, do you ever see the list of them? Not even necessarily associated with the MetaZoo cards.
Oh,
there's hundreds.
Yeah,
hundreds.
Insane amounts.
Yeah, so I'm sure they went through and picked the coolest ones for their set.
I hope so.
60. Yeah.
That I imagine they don't want to get like too gruesome and brutal.
Yeah,
let's be real. Let's be real. Whoever chose the revive decks for Seance, make sure that's not the person doing this. Okay. That's not your chooser. They're not the ones going through SCP and decide which ones to pick. Somebody else. Have somebody else do that job.
Yeah, I got so excited for the Seance revive, and then I seen like who was chosen. I was like, man,
I
don't even have a reason to buy it now.
Yeah, honestly, it does take a lot of it out when you're not excited about.
Yeah, when it's not someone you're hype on grabbing.
And there's so many.
I got the possessed.
You did?
Redeem.
No, scratched already.
I still have to scratch it and send it in, but yeah, I've got it.
Wow.
I got one box of CN Revive.
I'd leave it unscratched. Keep it rare.
Oh no, I'm a psycho. I'm a psycho. It's getting scratched.
Okay.
It's getting scratched.
I leave nothing sealed. You know, I'm a player. I rip.
Yeah.
all of my personal collection. So cellophane promos that come in cellophane, I free them from their prisons
immediately.
Every single one of them comes out of their prisons, and I straight. Yeah, no, they don't stand those things. Get them out of there. And then
right there at the
I have a goal with my revive cards though.
Okay.
So I currently have like 10 back from grading. You guys might have already seen them in my store.
Mm-hmm.
But I have, and in that 10 is a lot of very low pop grades. Like my Grim Reaper is a pop 1, PSA 10, scratched.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So this is kind of a little adventure I've set out, like a quest, one would say, I've set out for myself. All right. So she's over here. She's like, you're such a nerd. Yes, I am. Thank you. But I've got a stack of like 32 cards here, all revive that have to be scratched and sent in. Oh, Bear Walkers too. And from all the different sets, UFO, Seance, Wilderness, and then we're going to grade them all. And I'm going to see how many 10s I can actually knock down. Because I was pretty successful on that first run.
Yeah, that's awesome.
10 that would be amazing. That's a lot. How many were in each set? I forget.
It's about 10 boards per.
Okay, I was thinking
10 cards.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking 8.
I got a Cryptid Nation Revive box up there sealed, but it's signed by Steve Aoki. So I don't know if I should keep it sealed, if the signature is going to matter at this point, or if I should just.
The longer it goes,
I'm a degen for Revive.
He wants to see you rip it right now.
Don't listen to me, but I'm gonna. Yes, absolutely. 100%.
I mean, do you
rub off the signature?
Yeah, I've been questioning a while. I've been questioning for a while if like the Aoki signature even holds any value to it.
Well, it could go either way, because if he decides to not be involved, or if he's not involved for whatever reason, it could make it more valuable or less.
Every time I look at it, I'm just like, man, I want to open this so bad.
Yeah, what if you get the Mothman?
And that's the thing. So for me, if it's Mothman, Chaos Crystal, GG's.
Yeah.
And really, when you think about it, any of the things in there, right? You think about what's the worst? Yes, he's doing it.
He's gonna do it. He's talked about this a lot. We're not even joking.
I think the only scary one off the top of my head that I can think of is Bigfoot.
Yeah, why?
It's Bigfoot with boobies. Like when you look at it, it's like Bigfoot with boobies.
Okay, I don't remember what it looks like off top.
Yeah, pull it up.
Okay, I have to.
It looks a little funny, if I'm remembering it right. Yeah, Lady Z says, yeah, no, it is. That would be my only fear for a pull is Bigfoot. Everything else is pretty fire. Piazza Bird looks great.
Oh, it does have boobs.
Yeah, right?
It tried to make a chest, and it didn't make a chest at all. It made boobs. It made I didn't even want to finish what I was going to say. It's inappropriate. They're like... Not good boobs either.
Not good boobs.
Oh my god!
I was gonna say something, but I'm not.
I said those are hooker boobs.
Not even worse, trust me.
So that would be my only fear from that. But I've opened one of these and I pulled a Frogman, and I was thrilled.
I have a signed Frogman and a signed Cam Sinclair.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're just regular reprints.
God, if you pull a freaking Mothman,
all right,
hold on. Let me.
Oh my god, it's open. I'm gonna throw up.
Here it is.
Frogman for the non-redeem.
Frogman. Okay, non-redeem.
Awesome. I want it to be a Mothman for you so bad. Come on.
Isn't the redeem in the?
Oh, maybe that is the redeem.
And then that.
Oh yeah, this is the Bigfoot. So
you got the Frogman board. Let's go.
Let me see this Bigfoot real quick because we were just talking about it.
Yeah, I ended up
Bigfoot
winning
with
this off
boobs.
of a mystery box thing.
Right? Am I right?
Dude, you got the Bigfoot because he wouldn't stop talking about Bigfoot. Dude. You got to get him to sign this right here. Get him to sign that Bigfoot for you because he manifested it.
But you got the Froggy.
The Frogman is beautiful.
That's great.
That's the second
So
one
now
I
I
would
got-
want to moth.
Have
Yes,
you? I've got the board if you want to see it.
I have it already
Yeah.
signed.
Oh,
by Steve
oh,
Andrew.
okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
He
So now
has
I got
the
the
Sam
board.
Sinclair board too.
Yeah.
And Mothman. So now you have the board and
And
who
the
drew
promo.
it, by the way?
Victor.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't know.
sick.
Hey, I'm a content creator
Yeah.
for Nom Nom.
Did you
Who
know
knows?
that, Zard?
I might be able to get Victor to.
Oh yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, congratulations on that.
Yeah, sick. That's right.
Wouldn't that be wild?
You do have he said he's not signing them, so good luck.
I'll have to take him out the.
If you do, I have a ding bell card I really want signed.
Yeah, I'll take him out the park.
It's like if you manage to get him to do it, can you do this one too?
You need to take that for me, make it happen.
Oh my god.
I don't have anything else that's worth opening. Really, I have that CN1 box, but it's like
No, save it.
amazingly doodled and signed. And
Yeah, Dark Towers.
Oh yeah.
Had everybody
Yeah.
signed. It has what Mothman and Jersey Devil. It has
and Boogeyman.
Boogeyman on it. It's sick, and it already had
Wow.
signatures, didn't it? Before you even got it doodled.
No, that was the
Okay.
CN2 box that I had to open because I
okay.
was, I seen the flow of red inks, and then I got the urge. I was like, I'm gonna open up that CN2 box and just to see. And
For the
of
box
course,
toppers.
no.
Yeah, I told him we were trying to get lucky. He said
I get that itch, man. I'm a gambling degenerate.
Yeah, he opened a lot of them till he got them. How many did you say?
60 or 70 roughly to get it finally.
I think that's fair though. Like for how good that card is, rare. I think 60 is not like wow, crazy, stupid. Like
And we're at
it's
the
not like
price point where it's
500.
not like too reckless.
500
Oh yeah.
crazy. You went in,
Yeah, I can't really see it. That's fine.
100, you're committed.
Yeah, 100. If you don't get it by 100, just pack it up.
Yeah,
Just give it up at that point. It's not meant to be yours.
beautiful.
Like I hit the Heartseed token at a native too. I got that.
I noticed that on your Instagram. I do believe I see.
Yeah. And I got that out of a spell book. Ready Set Rips pulled that for me.
Spellbooks are stacked. I've been blessed by native spellbooks. Fusion Auras, the Piazza Bird, all kinds of cards. Spellbooks.
Spellbooks and native were pretty spicy, and that's why I kind of stuck with them.
Worth
and
it. Right now, I'll buy one.
I'm winding up with this like little bit of I'm trying to build a secret rare theory.
Okay,
Like
dive in
or some sort of secret rare, like something we can clamor to and know that, okay, with this kind of behavior, you're putting yourself in the best opportunity to get one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And and just over the course of thinking about it, if they were to spread, if they were just to do the most simplistic thing, because they always take secret rares and put them across all SKUs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they were to do the most simplistic thing, they would just take an even amount of secret rares and split them across the SKUs, each equally, all.
Yeah, some event decks, theme decks, spell books, everything.
They also print everything equally.
Correct.
So if you make 50,000 of booster boxes, you get 50,000 blisters, 50,000 spell books, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so if we're working off that logic and they're splitting everything equally as far as SRs go,
Mm-hmm.
like your booster boxes are the worst way to chase.
Yeah, easy. Spell books are the best way to go.
Possibly even blisters. Because if you're thinking it's 100,000 blisters and they got an equal distribution, they're the cheapest item you can buy per pack and just have it be and have that sort of equal distribution.
With chance.
Yeah. Same.
I've got this weird theory. It's the blisters you got to really go for.
I know the winner of this is old, but the winner of Water Tower, what was his name? I forget his name. He was at Dark Tower, but he got his winnings. He got all wilderness just to try to pull a green man, and I don't think he did because I asked him at Dark Tower. I came up to him at Dark Tower. I was like, "Hey, big fan. You know, you're awesome."
I'd be more interested in rushing through wilderness for a ticket.
Yeah, there's tickets. There's green men.
Yeah, still a silver ticket's not been found to this day.
Yes,
and
that's wild.
And there's probably still more than one golden ticket. I imagine it's not just one out there.
Yeah, I think they've stated there's more.
Yeah, I would guess 3.
So that's what we should do next. We should do a huge wilderness.
Yeah, I keep saying wilderness and UFO, they're simply SR hunts anymore. You're ripping that for. I mean, you get your prisms and your neutrality, but beyond that, with the box prices of what they're at,
that's it.
They're an SR chase. That's what they've turned into, which is great if you want to rip a lot.
Very cool, secret rare chases. I mean, the UFO cards were sent to outer space. You know what I mean? That's so rad.
Yeah, that is a very cool feature to that.
How many of those you think are still out there? Okay, so here's one crazy thing I think about SRs. Imagine how many SRs out there have been pulled by some, no offense, snotty-nosed kid that don't know what they got.
Goes like this.
No clue.
It's all bent up, beat up right now. He chewed on it.
Flicks it across the room. Looks like trash.
Oh, man. That when I even think of that sometimes.
Terrifying, right?
Curl.
Well, I said that at Mothman Festival when they're handing out the promos. I said, look at that 4-year-old with a Mothman. Look at that 10-year-old with a Mothman Point Pleasant promo that's $150. Look at that little 7-year-old drooling on it and his holding.
Mom and dad have no clue.
Yeah. How many kids tonight at the end of the festival at night when they go to bed? There's just 100 on Mothmen that are $200 a piece, just laying around these houses on the coffee tables and kitchen tables at night. I
wish I had the knowledge I have now. Like when I was a kid, because if that was me, as soon as they hand me the card, hand it to my dad, like I'm paying the rent this month.
Yeah. Just you wait.
My house. What are you talking about?
If I was like, I don't know, if I got could just lower my values the day of Mothman Festival, I should have just went up to kids and be like, I'll give you a bag of candy for that card.
Oh yeah. We could have easily went to the McDonald's and got many 20-piece nuggets and just been eating, just here, 10 pieces for that card.
Oh man. That's great. That's great. I know the things we do for our zoo.
Send McFlurries all around. Who wants one?
The Mothman deck's so good. I have it. It creates a loop, where with the old Mothman, you can know what's in their hand and just guess and win. It's so amazing. The new Mothman promo, the 2-drop. It's so playable. So
really,
good. Yeah. You have if you play, you have to have one. Yeah, you.
Wow.
It's so bad. It's so good. You can only have one, but. And then the Terra lets you play them awake. So just like Fleet, or Haste, however you want to put it for whatever card game you play.
Yeah.
Just comes in awake and ready to play. It's sick. Really
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're worth every penny.
Have you ever played any card games? Did you play any TCGs?
Well, yeah, you said Pokemon.
Oh, you
crazy
played Pokemon?
On Pokemon, yeah.
I did it on the online thing. So that's where I played that mostly. And then I did like a little training course on MetaZoo, and then I was like, I'll just wait for the online client because that was being built.
Yeah.
And I've done a little bit of sorcery TCG, so I played that a little bit.
Yeah, I've heard it's fun. I've heard some cool things about it. Not as interested as I am as Nom Nom,
Yeah,
but I've heard sorcery is pretty cool.
The only other one I really kind of want to mess with, and I imagine I have enough cards to build a deck, is Cannabeast, because they said it plays like OG Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I've got some of the Cannabeast stuff, just a few of the Kickstarter stuff, and then a few things I picked up along the way. I picked up it's tucked away in the box down there, because I'm in Washington and I'm a Seahawks fan. They had a Marshawn Lynch linen promo, and it was a 1 of 5 blacklight promo, so there was only 5 of these.
Oh
made.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I picked that up and I held on to that.
What's up? Promo,
so the serial number is on it, but you can't see it unless you shine a black light on it.
Oh, that's so cool. I was hoping it would be an actual black light, like you were saying. It wasn't just words, that's super cool. I thought you were saying a black light on it, and it's a whole new picture.
No, everything's there except for the serial number. You can still kind of see the serial number there, because you can see where but you shine the black light on and it shows up.
That's sick. I really want to see some sticker cards where you have your card like a box topper, and then you can peel it, and it's a card underneath it, and you get the sticker art too. I want a sticker peel card so bad from somebody.
Well, some dittos.
I was gonna say we had the dittos from Pokemon.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Really?
No, dude. I only like Metazoo. That's super cool.
He's like, man, I really wish someone would do this product that came out like a year and a half ago.
Eggs on my face. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's super cool. Now I want one.
Yeah.
I have a couple upstairs.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got a couple floating around here.
Those cards, like when we first heard about them, we were like, oh man, this is going to be such a rare card because this sounds just like such a crazy idea. And then it's like every 3 or 4 packs. It's like, oh, cool. Okay, all right, another.
You know what the deal was though with that? Hold it unpeeled. Don't ever peel it.
Yeah,
I always viewed it like the birthday Pikachu. Everybody took birthday Pikachu back in the day. What they write? Oh, my name's Timmy. Happy birthday, Timmy.
Yep.
They wrote on their cards. There was no good ones.
The first place I've ever you've seen them at all is I loved Beast Wars, Transformers Beast Wars. You know the 3D cartoon, and I bought all the lines of the toys that came out from the first season, and each one came with a sticker card, and you could peel it. And I thought that was so cool. And ever since then, I'm like, I need this. I need more of this. Need more sticker cards.
Well, you're working on your TCG. Start making some sticker cards.
Oh yeah, it's my box topper. Yeah, 100%. It's already written.
That's the box topper for you.
Yeah, I want a sticker card, a jumbo one too. Jumbo sticker card, jumbo cards.
I'm excited for your stuff to eventually like come to fruition.
Yeah, but it's so niche. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be for the people who like it.
No.
I think
so.
Well,
what do we do? What?
And so,
TMNT.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Ninja Turtles.
Okay, right, hold on.
Born in '88.
He's like, it's only gonna be for like certain people.
No,
and he says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm like, there's like a generation of those people. Like, there's an entire group of those people. Tons of them. Not like this small little
niche.
Yeah, I had an idea for like a card game forever ago. Since I was like a teenager, I was like Pokemon, like really loved Yu-Gi-Oh, playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, like till 2005, and got bored one day and just started making all the cards. You know, I literally got paper and had 9 cards.
He's going all out with it at such an early phase. Like I'm very like
I already started
for you.
I have 2 demo decks, so a good guy deck and a hero deck and a villain deck, you know, like Turtles versus like Foot Clan, you know, and I have 50 of each characters, 50 good guys, 50 bad guys, and then you have like your spell cards, but mine's are like, you know, weapons or artifacts or devices or vehicles, and it plays like Metazoo, but it has elements of everything, of Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Metazoo, so it's original.
You already got an art, dude. Like you got how many cards?
Yeah, 60? I have all the art for all the characters for the 2 demo decks. So now I just need like the things like pizza or the party van, you know what I mean, made. But yeah, I already have an artist that I've been paying. He works with me. Awesome. We make 4 cards at a time, and I do them every 2 weeks.
So like he's been
that's awesome.
Putting in work for this, and
good for you.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
We've test played a little.
Yeah, I played it 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
So one, I'll be interested when more starts to come from that, because I grew up Ninja. I'm honestly okay. First off, right, got the Transformer shirt on. Okay, I do have a Ninja Turtle shirt that I wear sometimes too. I have that. Okay, so yeah, my era of stuff. So I'm definitely, when that comes, I want to know about it.
Yeah. Once I have these decks done, I'm gonna get them printed. And then I'm going to send them to certain people, just kind of like how Mike sent out it was like 5. You know, they weren't prototypes. They're the sample cards.
Yeah.
The sample packs had like 3 or 4 or 5 cards in them or something.
If you're sending out stuff for people to play, don't send it to me.
Yeah.
No? If you're unless you want me to show it off more than anything, and then get it in a player's hand.
Yeah. Either way, I don't care.
Okay. It's just the reason I say that is because I'm generally not the player to start something, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'll be able to talk to it, like get those talking points and everything. But if I know it's a player type thing that you want in players' hands that are going to be playing immediately, I will. That's something I can cater throughout the showing it off and everything.
Oh, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I have over 300 cards made right now already.
That's awesome.
So I have
that's fantastic.
100 characters and then 200 non-actual character cards, like not the turtles or the Shredder or Krang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it plays.
I'm
just
excited
like
for the last Ronin card because I know it's gonna eventually come. Like that's. Have you ever seen that storyline?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
So
I
like
read it. Yeah,
with that being finished and everything, I already know that's gonna eventually be an expansion for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I have so many ideas. Like even like mini sets with off characters.
They did the TMNT and Power Rangers.
Yeah,
comic
I remember
line.
that. Yeah, I remember that. Do you remember the episode? I don't know. Do you ever see that episode where remember the Ninja Turtles when it was like the next generation? So they had suits like the movie, but it was a TV show and they were on the Power Rangers and they went to fight with them. Did you ever see that?
No.
Yeah. Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles had an episode together.
Trying to remember. Yeah. Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. It was sick. It blew my mind as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's great. I definitely want to know more. Like when you are going to do like Kickstarter and stuff, are you going to do booster boxes?
Yeah. So like I said, mainly I'm all about like playing, you know what I mean? I'm not into collecting or saving or, blah, 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 investing, not at all. I just want to play it. So I want the theme deck. So a booster box to have whatever, I don't know if I'm going to pick like 100, 150, whatever the set will be out of the 300 I have made, but I want to have the 2 theme decks. So you can just go get like a hero deck and a villain deck and be able to play without having to buy a bunch of boxes. Do you know what I mean? Because I want it to be more geared towards like, even like 10-year-olds, like through, 8-year-olds through 14-year-olds love Ninja Turtles, they can just go out and just start playing immediately. Kind of like how when Yu-Gi-Oh came out, they had the 2 theme decks, Kaiba and, Yugi. So I wanted it to be easy just like that.
Oh, I got you. That makes sense.
That was my idea. That's why with the artwork, the first artworks I got done were the 2 decks, the 40 card decks. And then after that, I'll get all the other artwork made as whatever ones I think I want to come next or my favorites. You know what I mean? Which ones I want to see first.
What's going to be your first secret rare?
See, I thought about this. I don't even want to say it out loud because then it won't be a secret. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I do.
Hey, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I don't even want to say it. You'll get to know it. I probably might even have told you. I have a binder with full of all the information, and I have every card written on paper. Each piece of paper has 9 cards, 3, 3, 3, and they're all drawn out, written with all the text and the blank, no art. You know what I mean? It's all blank, but I have everything written out on top of the artwork coming.
I can only imagine how many like 3 a.m. 2 coffees in front of you.
Last night I was up till 3:40. 3:40 I went to bed because I wanted to make 5 cards. I started at 1.
That's the drive.
That's wild. That's wild.
Determination.
Yeah, we test played and some characters like Ace Duck, if you're familiar with Ace Duck and Ninja Turtles, which isn't even an actual character. He was in the cartoon of the Ninja Turtles. Like they watched a cartoon and it was Ace Duck. He wasn't even an actual character. But he's a duck, and so I want him to have flying. So a handful of characters have flying, and we're working out like how even it is.
Yeah, his deck was whipping my ass because I had no flying to fight back. And he's just like, oh yeah, here I can do this and this and this, and I'm like, okay.
And then I had a card in there called Escape Rope because we have like, say there's an arena card, it'll be called like an arena card or a field card. You know what I mean? Or So it's called Dimension X, which I'm sure you're familiar with Dimension X. So like one of them, I'll just give away like a features. You play Dimension X, so say I'm the bad guy, so I get to target one of your turtles or a hero, and it'll get put under Dimension X. And if it stays there for 6 turns, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it goes to the junkyard. And the junkyard is like, the graveyard,
Right.
So I had a card in there, Escape Rope, so you could get them out. But then I was like, that doesn't make any sense. You couldn't use an escape rope to get them out of Dimension X anyway. So like I had to do all these changes because it all has to 100% make sense. And like all
you're a literal type person with it. And that's cool though.
Yeah. All the devices and everything all come from the cartoon. So if you've ever seen
that's great.
Yeah. Like I have 100. And then the cool part was deciding which ones were weapons and which ones were devices, because you could have a device that's a gun, it's a weapon. so I had to go through a lot, but it's been fun. It's been a fun process, and I'm very excited. I would say I'm 60% done with all the artwork for the theme decks. So once they're done, then I can get the made and just start going from there.
Yeah.
Off you're going.
Yeah. I don't know if I was going to wait until I got all the cards that I have. I think it's like 304 done with the artwork and everything. But I don't know. I think I'm so excited that once the artwork for the theme decks are done, I'm just jumping right into it.
I'm curious what we got to do about the whole copyright and trademark situation.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I haven't 100% solved, is actually gotten a hold of like them, Peter Laird and Eastman, and because you have to get a hold of apparently them and their people, whatever, I don't know, you know what I mean, and
get the blessing.
Yeah, get the blessing, which I haven't done yet, because it initially started out as a passion project, and then it got so far I was like, I know other Ninja Turtle people are going to love this, because the guy I asked to do the artwork was like, hey, this is unbelievable. The second you're done, you have to give it to me. You know what I mean? Because obviously the guy loves Ninja Turtles. He has an Instagram page and everything, and he has his own like online stores for shirts, and you know all the art he makes he'll sell on t-shirts. So he got their permission to do this. So I'm gonna make it happen.
Wow. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you got to let me know when more's happening and keep me in the loop on it, because I'll definitely want to stay in touch on that one.
What I'm hoping is that Magic the Gathering doesn't do a collab with them before I get to it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You're doing my Looney.
I don't care about that. I'm excited. Listen, I don't care about any of that. I'm gonna flip the script on the negativity. I'm excited for the Final Fantasy collab, because I love
that's gonna be
Final
awesome.
Fantasy 7 to be particular.
I'm just surprised that they're gonna do My Little Pony. That was a super left field.
Magic's doing Final Fantasy?
Yeah, they have their roadmap, their list, and on Final Fantasy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm excited. I don't care.
Yeah.
I've never played Magic, and
I dove in for Lord of the Rings.
It looks so cool. That was this close to getting me to play Magic, was the Lord of the Rings set.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah. This close. You know, if you had cards and were like, hey, you want to play? I'll be like, yes. You know what I mean? But did I go out and you know, get them myself? No. But the Final Fantasy cards I'm very excited for, because I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. So I think that collab's going to be
Is it going to be across all Final Fantasy generation? Like, do you have any idea?
Yeah, I believe so, from what I've heard, but I'm not 100% sure. But from what I believe, yeah, I'm very excited for that. Do you carry or mess with any of the Final Fantasy cards that are out now?
Like I actually, for the first time when we were in Long Beach, we opened one box. We just opened one box. I was chasing. They have a Luffy auto in it, some sort of special. There was a special Luffy auto in it or something, and I was like, well, if I'm going to buy a box and pull one, that one looks fantastic. So I was like, and really nice quality cards, like extremely high quality card stock. They make them very well.
Yep.
I was thoroughly impressed.
Yep. Doesn't have the same cardboard feel as like say Pokemon. That's for sure.
No. Oh, a totally different class.
Like
totally different class.
The edges almost seem sealed. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sides.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to
Weiss Schwartz, very similar to some of their card stocks.
Yeah. I love some of their. I'm so surprised why Schwartz doesn't get like more recognition in the card world, because I love their sets.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they do. Their quality on those, the actual card stock quality, the cuts, the centering. When you look at some of their grades, like when they send those cards into PSA or something like that, the vast amount that come out of 10s, it's pretty much 10 is common.
Yeah.
10 is like getting a 9. It's crazy.
11. Yeah, I think like 5 or 6, and I think most of them, if not all of them, because I can't see off the top of my head, have come back 10s.
Yeah.
It's just wild.
Got to make it nice.
So we've got.
I'm a sucker for shiny cardboard, man. There's so many sets of different TCGs that I just put it in front of me, I'll buy it.
He is.
Yeah.
He's all in on all of them.
Buckle up, because this next couple months, I'm telling you guys, I've got my list over here of stuff to come.
Winter's coming.
Oh, it gets wild, man. You got fan arts, legacy, blisters, and spell books.
Yep.
You got NFT.
We didn't even
NFT mystery packs. Yeah, the blisters. Oh yeah, from legacy, having those the partner specific ones, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Because they said there's going to be some separate cards that are in the blisters that aren't in the actual spell books, correct?
That's what I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Which is even more.
But they do have partner specific promos
Yep, 2 of
that
them.
you can only get. Yeah. So those will be in there. And then, something to do with those blisters. So we'll have to see what comes of that. But hopefully that'll be December, hopefully, if we're sticking to our current time frames.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We got Toad in the chat.
And NFT. Oh, there's Toad. We've got NFT mystery packs. We've got, I've already got the native target blisters, Disclosure 2.0 packs.
Yep.
I've got additional here's some additional curveballs outside of MetaZoo that's coming down the pipeline. All right. Not all this is going to work for everybody, but some of it I think is pretty spicy. So the first thing we run into is it's Card Fun is the maker of it. And it's Disney 100.
Yep.
And I have Joy light boxes coming in and Carnival boxes coming in. They've got some like auto chases. They've got some like redeemables for like gold plated cards, silver plated cards, all sorts of crazy stuff that's highly collectible, and it's all licensed stuff by Disney too. So, and everything's gradable by PSA too. So you send it all PSA, they grade it. Fabled Saga, we have that coming. I think that's going to be in January. So their Kickstarter will land in January. We have Cora's collector's edition. So they have a set that's getting ready to drop. That set also, in tandem to that set dropping, they did a collector's edition that was it almost snuck under the radar. So you're going to have the main release and you're going to have this collector set that was done on Kickstarter. So I got us signed up and I got us a couple cases coming from the Kickstarter for stream.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So a much more, they said the most they would print is 1,000 of those boxes, and they said they didn't hit 1,000. So they said they'll give us a final box count when they get it. It could be pretty low pop. And they would adjust, they have serialized hits for those, and they would adjust everything based off of the final print counts to be appropriate.
Yeah, I was gonna say make it all legit.
I'm excited for these back alley mages redeems. These redemptions.
Back alley, yep. Those are coming up. What else do I got? I got a Cora. Rise Prestige boxes. 2023 Prestige boxes. So it's a very, very high-end box. There are 10 packs per box. You get 1 or 2 serialized per box. All the cards in it are basically just top high-end type quality, kind of like the Final Fantasy, the feel of those cards, but everything extremely well done. I was watching a rip of those already. You're looking at probably about $200 a box for just one of those, and it's 10 packs per box.
Wow.
But it's the more high-end, high-tier. I'm feeling spicy today, and I want to get a little spicy box rip in.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, we're looking at Sorcery. Sorcery is the one that's literally coming. It's going to be here possibly this week.
Yeah, I'm been looking forward to seeing some gameplay footage of it too, because I haven't.
Yeah.
Have you?
No.
Yeah, I haven't.
No, I just like
a lot of that was because of the alpha set being more the collector side of things. So the alpha, I mean, you're talking $750 boxes for alpha. Nobody's playing with these cards.
No.
So beta's dropping. We're getting that in. I think you'll see a lot more gameplay at that point. Gameplay is fairly simple and straightforward. Nothing too crazy with the gameplay on it. It's a pretty good, simple game to pick up and roll with. Me and my brother played a few games one night and enjoyed it. Kind of went about it, and now we're just sitting around waiting for our beta to see if we can get some rips in. I'll probably rip a couple boxes myself, but we're gonna do a whole lot of ripping.
How many Philos you get out of alpha?
One foil.
Yeah.
And I sent it off to CGC, and it came back pristine 10.
Oh, hell yeah! What was the last comp on a foil one? It was absurd last night. It was like 7 or 10 or something like that.
It was the last one sold. By the time mine got back from grading, there was a recent sales comp at that time of a raw one at 6,500, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
At that time.
That's crazy.
So mine is sold currently. It's a payment plan.
Hasn't shipped yet.
Hasn't shipped yet. No, wait until payment's complete. Yeah, it's a good chunk of money, so it's understandable, you know.
Oh yeah,
that's super cool of you to do it, though. Make it happen.
Yeah.
working with
it's going to somebody who, the thing was for me, I could find somebody who would have the money and pay for it outright right then, but it was it's going to somebody who is in the Whatnot community.
Okay.
It's somebody who spent money in my streams and many other streams chasing this card.
Okay. He's looking for it then. You watched him on it.
And he deserves it in my eyes. He spent the time with us doing it. So it was one of those, I'll work with you. If this is the agreed upon amount, we'll do payments. It's all good, man.
Sick.
Get it to one of you guys.
Yeah,
so,
that's awesome.
Because that's one of those cards where, like, if you hold on to it and sorcery blows up as much as it has already, then later on down the line, that thing's going to be worth so much loot.
There's one of those in every 117 booster boxes.
How many boxes?
10,000.
Okay.
Was their alpha print 10,000?
So that puts it at what, like around 100 of them?
Sounds right.
100 of them or 1,000 of them?
They had a breakdown of that. I'd have to pull that up. They actually had the breakdown of it, but it's pretty low pop counts. It's all pretty low pop counts for all those.
Yeah, no matter what, that's low.
Yeah, and then you got to think that not all of them are foil.
And that's so if I wish I had that spreadsheet on hand, because I would just run through it real quick, because it's very interesting. So very, very hard to hit, but it's why it's as much as it is.
Yeah. That's what I love about trading cards in general, is like
the lotto.
Yeah, it's
feels
collecting
great.
it. I love it as an art piece, because they're all just awesome.
Yes.
But then it's also I'm a gambling degen. That's all I love to do. I'll sit on my phone and play FanDuel slots all night. So when it's like, hey, you know what? I like trading cards and I could pull something really expensive. Here, take my money. Let's go for it.
That's what I say. Take my money. Just take it.
Well, we got Avo and Alex in chat, looks like.
Yeah.
Is it Alex?
What's going on?
Ready, set,
yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of streams out there doing beta rips. There was actually a stream that did it early yesterday. They broke street date, and I heard they were catching a little flack over it. Unfortunately, it was completely harmless. So I think maybe they caught more flack than what they deserved.
Yeah,
it was just somebody who got their boxes and they were just excited. Didn't think anything of street date and just got online and started streaming it, and word got around, and so so it was it was kind of that unfortunate string of events that led to that. But yeah, we've already seen one stream now of beta boxes, so that was pretty wild. That was fun to see, and I think we're gonna see some more tomorrow. So, and then I think Rips has some for sale, and then so we got like a week of sorcery before it's basically the rest of the year's MetaZoo.
Yeah.
With a few things sprinkled in the buy it now. Bunch is going to come in. Bunch will go see it in the buy it now. You'll see all the random crap and be like, we'll see what this crap's like.
One thing we didn't mention. What about like Pokemon 151 or even like Lurkana? Which Lurkana, personally, I'm not excited about or not.
I tried so hard to get into Lorcana, and I don't know.
It's not.
I've not ripped one single pack of Lorcana.
No, I stared at it at Target. They had everything. I must have got there on the right day. They had every product they sell at Target was right there in front of me, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I just can't. I came here for MetaZoo.
I think of an idea it was.
Great idea. I'm not making fun of it.
I don't think they executed the art on the cards as well as they should have, in the sense that like the rarer cards aren't like anything extra. It's just like it looks exactly the same as the next full holo does. You just have to know off of the name right here, that it's the rarer.
Yeah, I know it's popular.
Yeah.
I see.
I didn't get into Lorcana. I know quite a few people started ripping it on Whatnot. I expected it to be huge. Don't get me wrong. I expected people were going to love it. Yep. You saw what those sample cards were doing out of what was it, D24 or whatever. Mm-hmm. The sample cards were just absolutely blowing up. I had to expect there was going to be the hype around it. I had to expect there was going to be hype rips. The FOMO rips would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves Disney. Let's just face it, everybody loves Disney. So all these things, yes, I've totally factored in. Now, there were a few obstacles that got in my way of participating. One, I didn't put a whole lot of effort into trying to get the product myself because I'm trying to get a little bit better at sometimes when everybody's zigging, maybe I should zag this time.
Yep. And that's why I didn't buy any, because I was like, I just feel like the Disney thing is what's hyping it up so much, and it's not going to be exclusive. And in a lot of ways, isn't that what we all kind of look for?
We're looking for exclusive, and one thing that I read from them was they were going to print as much as they needed to.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people are upset when they heard about that second printing after they were buying their boxes for a really high amount, like $250 a box, and then they're like, oh, well, now we're getting the second ones out.
And it's almost like they do it to kill secondary market. It's like, we're going to make sure that these guys, they might get lucky one time because people don't know there's going to be another printing, but we'll keep doing it.
Well, it could be and you throw the tinfoil hat on. Hey, I know this game's only going to be around for this one release. Who cares what the secondary market looks like? Let's just print it, make as much money as we can on this one before we get sued by Disney or somebody. Take Berg's pissed off at us, doesn't want us doing another round. I don't know. Speculation. That's totally tinfoil hat. I have no insight on any of that, but that's the only reason I can see printing something just repeatedly into the ground and not differentiating first or second edition.
Yeah, they just don't care.
Yeah,
they're like, here, you want some more?
Yeah.
And there's not
so that's how it comes off as me, or to me.
And there ain't much more expansion they can do unless they're going to wait 10 years for more movies to come out before they do another set. You're kind of stuck now.
You could just they could redo characters.
Tinfoil hats in the bin.
Yeah, and now I'm thinking about this. Like you could have just the same character but does different things. Do you know what I mean? But because there's a lot of characters.
Yeah, but that's kind of
like a lot.
You're just rinsing and repeating characters. Now it's going to be, which is your favorite Charizard?
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've watched the gameplay footage and everything like immediately, like as soon as it hit YouTube. It's very similar. Everything comes in fatigued. You have to let your ink dry, and then it awakens. It's like the flavor. Yeah, the flavor is good because you're an Illumineer. Like
said, the flavor is good.
Yeah, dude, they killed that. If I was like some house mom and I like love Disney, I could totally see them liking this. You know what I mean?
Exactly why they'd eat that up type deal. Yeah,
100%. Like
yeah.
I'm surprised the 70-year-old Disney collectors didn't go nuts and then get super angry.
I guarantee there's so many people out there that love Disney just went all in on it.
Oh yeah,
guarantee it.
They knew what they were doing when they made this game.
Yeah,
there's tons sealed still. I'm sure sealed up somewhere. Yeah,
that's them.
There's all sorts of this stuff.
I remember looking at those promos when they first dropped, and I'm like, man, $120. I don't know. That's a little steep for something I'm not sure about.
Should have.
And then literally 2 days later, oh, you mean $7,000? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Oof. That's a painful one.
Yeah.
That's a rough one. Yeah, that's no, some of that stuff it's hard. It's when buying products and stuff. I mean, MetaZoo is pretty consistent. Like I pretty much know what to expect. If I'm going to buy it, we're going to go on. It's going to sell. It's when you start getting outside of the MetaZoo and start branching off into other ones where you really kind of have to be careful, because let's face it, not every TCG is going to make it.
Oh yeah.
All the TCGs that have started up over the last couple of years, not all of them are going to continue to be around for the next couple.
I watched Dragon Ball Z fall off, I got into it just because I love Dragon Ball Z. So I had to play the card game, even though it wasn't great.
Yeah,
still loved it.
Is irrelevant. I mean, there's people that still collect it and it's worth money collectively.
Yes, it is.
But no one thinks about that. Like that is a market that somehow has a lot of money in it, but it's very niche. Like, you know what I mean? There's nowhere near as many people that mess with that stuff as they do all these other card games, but somehow it does have a market.
still retains some sort of market in that regard. Yeah. So when you're out here and buying the different products, like you just sometimes don't know how people are going to receive it. Take for example, I have Rise coming in, right? Those are expensive boxes for 10 packs. Now Rise has a fan base, and I've seen them spend that kind of money on similar boxes, but it's still one of those ones. Okay, if I'm going to ask you to spend $200 on a box, okay, and it's got 10 packs in it, serialized, I also want to be able to turn around and show you a secondary market that's going to support that kind of price tag.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm always watching those kinds of things, because if I'm going to go on there with that, I want to feel good about saying this is the price tag and here's what it can do for you at times, because as you're ripping, you do want to know those things. Those things are important to you as a collector. And then there's the other side, is the gameplay. The gameplay has a whole different slew of questions.
Yeah. And that's where it's like so crazy that it kind of starts, the TCG community starts to contradict itself, where it's like, if the price is high, collectors will probably buy it because that means there's something in there that's really worth something. And game players aren't going to buy it because that's just too much money to beat the card up. The price is low, you're not going to have any collectors really too much interested, because they're just thinking it's another set, playable set. And then game players are like, yeah, I'm going to buy 5 booster boxes, because once I get everything I need, I'll never need to buy it again.
Yep. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting, some of the stuff that I've coming in. It'll be very fun rips. I think everybody's going to enjoy what we have, even the Disney included. We just talked about Lorcana and my feeling on it. The reason I kind of like this one is it's less popular, but it's still a Disney 100. It's still going to be in that realm of collectible. It's still going to be a Disney licensed thing that Disney people are going to want, and it's trading cards.
And
so
it sounds like it's going to be more collectible in the sense, like, you said you can redeem for gold plated cards and this and that. Like,
there's even signature cards in these things. You get Mickey signature.
Like, at this point, you're almost opening up like a memorabilia pack.
Yeah.
You're like,
that's a great way to put it. That's almost how some of this stuff feels. It's almost like they made it more like little chunks of memorabilia in these packs. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And that's the type of thing that you're going to definitely see my money on that, because I love things like that. I'm not a big sports guy, so I don't indulge in sports cards like that. But in the rare occasions, I like the Star Wars boxes that had came out early a little bit from the con. I had to go nuts and buy some of them, because it's like
those things were fire.
Yeah, it's nostalgia for me, and it's something that's like an actual collectible. No one's interested in playing this. You're buying it because it's going to be worth something, or at least attemptive.
That was those high techs, right? The high tech packs. Yeah.
I got those out of 5 Princess Leia.
Those things were so good. Like you get the Chrome Blacks, the signature series ones, where you get an auto and a couple cards in it or whatever. And more often than not, it's kind of like the junky signature. It's the no names. Those high tech packs, man. It was like every one of those had bangers coming out. Like you had main characters left and right. It was none of the fillers. It was none of the bull crap that nobody wants, right?
Yeah,
it was the good stuff.
Imagine you pull a Mace Windu autograph.
Yeah.
Like that's Samuel L. Jackson's autograph, yo.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah. No, it to me, I don't know. I thought those high tech packs really delivered. So yeah, stuff like that is really fun. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with the Disney stuff coming in. Beta obviously gonna pop off. MetaZoo, we already know we're gonna have fun. We love it. We just want it. We just want it now. Meta soon.
Yeah. Can't give it to me fast enough. I want more.
It's true. We do. We just want more.
That's how I am. They say, well, maybe not everything's for you. You shouldn't buy everything. I'm like, everything is for me, and make more on top of that.
Plushies aren't for me, but I got a stack of them.
I don't own one.
That's every one that I've seen. I'm like, I have no reason to buy this, but God damn it, let me buy this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. I don't have any.
And then they've always got you on the hook when you don't know how long it's going to be on the site, because then it just sits there and chews away your soul. Like, I don't know how much am I going to make a decision here. Do I got 24 hours? Do I have an hour? Do I have 3 days?
That is what kills me sometimes. They'll drop something and I'll be like, I know this is going to be limited. So I hurry up and buy it. And then it's on there for a couple days. And then they'll drop something like a month later. And I'm like, all right, I got time to get to the bank and put some money in before I go and put it through my PayPal or something.
You thought you did.
Gone. Yep. Gone already.
So I hate them 1 minute drops. Those are the hard ones, you know. You don't have an hour. You don't even have 1 hour.
Or the worst is whenever you get the notification that something dropped, and by the time you get to the site, it's sold out, and you're like, oh, okay. So
that's what I'm saying. The 60-second drops. I'll be at work. I'm gonna pull out my phone, stop what I'm doing, and I still don't get it.
Yeah,
because I wasn't waiting. I should have been
your
waiting.
phone was in your pocket.
Yes, I should have been waiting like this, to your forehead, refreshing it, waiting. I wasn't.
And then an hour later, you get the MetaZoo email in your actual email saying it dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, that's way too late.
You're like, thanks.
That has to be a joke because it's been so long and they haven't fixed that. How do you go a year without whoever is in charge of that to be like, yo, our emails are an hour late? Like,
yeah,
we're not getting any money from these emails because the emails we're giving aren't getting people to the product in time. So why are we even sending emails anymore?
Corporate burn.
You know what I mean? I 100% agree with you.
You're
that
getting
shit burns my
you're getting
ass.
burned by Debbie.
Email. I forgot about that email.
You're getting burned by Debbie, some dumbass secretary eating ho-hos that's just fucking typing away on a Tuesday afternoon.
She's like, watch me piss off about 10,000 people right now. Hold on. Enter.
Email might as well say you've missed the drop.
Oh, 100%.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
It's too late.
That's the email.
Oh, man.
Bard. We shouldn't need bots for these things.
Yeah, these aren't tennis shoes. Damn it. These are cards.
All right.
Oh man, it was great talking to you today.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey,
thanks.
Normally we're like 45 minutes to an hour. We're going on 2 hours now. This was a great conversation. An hour and 46 minutes.
Sick. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's good. Good content then.
Yeah, I
enjoyed it, guys.
Appreciate this. Awesome. And before you head out, you want to let the guys know where they can find you, how people can get in contact with you, because I know you're on eBay, you're everywhere. Yeah. So let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, we are the ZardXchange. So you can find us over on Instagram at the ZardXchange and on Whatnot, the ZardXchange. So we do stuff there. We have an eBay page. It's a little bit tougher to find it, but same name. But if you find me at any of those locations, possibly even stumble into our Discord, come say hi. Easiest way to find our website, instead of the ZardXchange, zardshop.com. And it has most of our links there on the top of the page.
Zard Shop.
Hell yeah. Well, you guys heard it. I appreciate you for stopping in. I appreciate everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Watching. Yes, thank you.
And I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow on stream.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Possibly tonight. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes.
Yeah, see you on
Hell
the other
yeah.
side.
I'll catch you guys later.
All right, man. Peace.